It was a night that will forever be etched in the memory of baseball fans around the world. Shohei Ohtani, the two-way sensation who continues to redefine what's possible in the sport, joined an elite and historic list of legends, players who have hit 3 home runs in a series-clinching game. For Ohtani, it wasn't just another performance, it was a defining statement of greatness on the biggest stage, the National League Championship Series. Fans witnessed something that felt almost cinematic, a player dominating both on the mound and at the plate, sealing the Dodgers' ticket to the World Series in unforgettable fashion. Ohtani's display of raw power, timing, and confidence brought echoes of baseball's golden moments. The way he stood at the plate, calm and focused, before unleashing those towering shots, was a reminder that greatness often looks effortless. The first homer was a thunderbolt, a deep shot into right center that sent the stadium shaking. The second was a majestic opposite field blast, proving his incredible ability to hit to all directions. And then came the third, a line drive rocket that left the bat like a missile, leaving everyone in awe. It wasn't just the hits, it was the timing. Every swing came when the Dodgers needed momentum most. The last time baseball fans had seen a performance like this in a series clincher, it was names like Reggie Jackson, Adrian Beltre, and Adam Kennedy who made the headlines. Reggie's Mr. October legend was born on a similar night, back in 1977, when he crushed 3 homers in Game 6 of the World Series for the Yankees. It became one of the most replayed moments in postseason history, a symbol of clutch greatness. To see Ohtani's name now mentioned in the same breath as Reggie Jackson's is a reflection of just how rare and monumental this achievement truly is. When Adrian Beltre did it in 2011, his smile and swagger became part of Rangers folklore. His 3-homer night against the Rays didn't just send Texas to the ALCS, it redefined his postseason legacy. Adam Kennedy, a name few expected to see on that list, shocked everyone in 2002 when he hit 3 in a single game for the Angels, a performance that carried them all the way to their first-ever championship. And now, years later, it's Shohei Ohtani's turn to add his name to that sacred list. The sheer range of talent in that group is staggering. You have a power legend like Reggie, a lovable veteran in Beltre, an unlikely hero in Kennedy, and now Ohtani, the modern face of global baseball. Each one of them hit those homers under the same kind of pressure, win or go home. That's what makes this kind of performance so captivating. It's not just about numbers, it's about timing, emotion, and immortality. Ohtani's calm demeanor throughout the game, even as fans roared with every swing, made it all look like destiny unfolding in real time. The crowd at Dodger Stadium knew they were witnessing history. Every time Ohtani stepped up to the plate after his second home run, the entire stadium buzzed with anticipation. Even fans of the opposing team couldn't help but admire what they were watching. By the time the third ball sailed into the stands, it wasn't just cheers, it was disbelief mixed with pure admiration. People knew this was one of those rare nights when everything aligned perfectly, when talent, focus, and energy met in a single, flawless moment. Ohtani's ability to perform under pressure has always separated him from others. This was the same man who once threw over 100 miles per hour on the mound and then turned around to hit tape measure home runs in the same game. But doing it 3 times in a series clincher, that's something reserved only for baseball's most extraordinary performers. His dual nature, both as a pitcher and hitter, makes the feat even more remarkable. No one in modern baseball history has done it quite like him. Analysts across the baseball world immediately began to draw comparisons. Reggie Jackson reincarnated, one headline read. Others called Ohtani the new Mr. October, though his fans might argue he's something beyond titles, a one-man revolution in baseball. The Japanese star's impact reaches far beyond Los Angeles. Across Japan, fans stayed awake until dawn to watch their hero make history. The streets of Tokyo lit up with excitement, social media flooded with posts in awe of what they had just seen. For Ohtani, this night was also about redemption. After missing previous postseasons due to injuries and team struggles, this was his moment to show what the world had been waiting for. The calm confidence in his eyes said it all. He was not just playing baseball, he was rewriting its history. His teammates gathered around him in the dugout after the final homer, many shaking their heads in disbelief, others bowing their heads out of respect. What's special about Ohtani's performance is how it connects eras. Fans who grew up watching Reggie Jackson or Belter now get to witness the same kind of magic through Ohtani, but with a modern twist. He's doing it in a new baseball world, one full of analytics, high velocity, and elite pitching. And yet, he makes it look easy, as if he belongs to every generation of greatness at once. In the locker room afterward, Ohtani's humility stood out. Reporters asked him about joining such elite company, and he simply smiled, saying, "I just wanted to help the team win." That simple line said everything. It's never about personal glory for him, it's about the game itself. But even the most humble can't hide from history, and the stats tell a story that will be remembered for decades. The Dodgers manager couldn't stop praising him. "He's not human," he said, half-jokingly. "You don't prepare for someone like that, you just watch in awe." Even opposing pitchers tipped their caps, admitting that when Ohtani finds his rhythm, there's nothing anyone can do. The balls he hit weren't just home runs, they were statements, each one sounding like a thunderclap that echoed through October baseball. Fans have long known Ohtani for his pitching dominance, but nights like this remind everyone that his bat is just as lethal. 3 home runs in one game, and not just any game, but the one that decided the series, proves he's a force unlike any other. His balance, his timing, and his sheer presence at the plate make him a nightmare for pitchers and a dream for fans. What makes this story even richer is how Ohtani's path mirrors that of the legends before him. Reggie Jackson was known for his postseason heroics after years of proving himself on the biggest stage. Belter had spent a career of near misses before his magical night finally came. Kennedy was the underdog-turned-hero. Ohtani blends all of those qualities, the superstar presence, the underdog spirit, and the relentless pursuit of perfection. Baseball historians often talk about the moments that define eras. This was one of them. Just as kids once pretended to be Reggie Jackson swinging under the bright lights of Yankee Stadium, now they'll imitate Ohtani's smooth swing and quiet confidence. His performance wasn't just for today's fans, it was for the future generations who will grow up hearing about that night Ohtani hit 3 in the clincher. As the fireworks exploded above Dodger Stadium and the team celebrated on the field, the cameras kept cutting back to Ohtani, helmet off, smiling, surrounded by teammates. It wasn't arrogance, it was satisfaction. The kind that comes from knowing you've just done something almost no one else ever has. Even in Japan, sports bars were packed with fans cheering, crying, and hugging each other. Newspapers were already preparing front-page spreads before the game even ended. For many, it wasn't just about baseball, it was about pride, inspiration, and hope. Ohtani's story is proof that dedication, hard work, and belief can lead to moments that change everything. And it's not just fans in Japan or the US who felt it. Baseball lovers across Latin America, Korea, and Europe tuned in to watch. Ohtani has become a universal symbol of excellence, a bridge between cultures, showing that talent knows no borders. The list of players who have hit 3 home runs in a postseason game is already short. But in a series-clinching game, that's baseball's equivalent of climbing Everest. And now, Ohtani has planted his flag right at the summit. His achievement also reminded everyone that postseason baseball is about moments, not just wins and losses, but about those flashes of brilliance that become part of the sport's legend. Every October brings heroes, but very few become timeless. Ohtani just did. The replay of each homer tells its own story. The first was raw power, the second precision, the third pure confidence. Together, they painted a masterpiece. And like all masterpieces, people will analyze and replay it for decades. The beauty of baseball is that it finds ways to surprise, even after more than a century of history. Just when fans think they've seen it all, someone like Ohtani comes along and redefines the limits. By the end of the night, social media had exploded. #Ohtani3HR trended worldwide. Celebrities, athletes, and fans flooded timelines with praise. Even Reggie Jackson himself reportedly reached out with congratulations, welcoming Ohtani to the most exclusive of clubs. As the team prepares for the World Series, there's a sense that something even bigger might be coming. Because for Shohei Ohtani, this might not be the peak, just another chapter in a story that's still being written. His performance has already entered baseball mythology. The way Reggie Jackson became Mr. October, Ohtani may well become the icon of a new era. His combination of grace, power, and humility has made him not just a player, but a phenomenon. The next morning, highlight reels ran non-stop, analysts couldn't stop talking, and fans still couldn't believe what they saw. That's what true greatness does, it lingers, it lives on. Ohtani didn't just win a game, he created a night that will live forever in baseball history.